Hey guys, today we have this Bowerman guitar built by Jason Bowerman from Bend, Oregon. If you'd like to skip straight to hearing how this guitar sounds, click on the timestamp in the description below. Jason Bowerman might not be a particularly well-known luthier. He's probably well-known for his time spent at Breedlove Guitars. However, despite all that, Jason easily falls into my top 5 luthiers in terms of ranking for the sound. Okay, his guitars have consistently been some of the best guitars I've ever played, and this is no exception. This might actually be the best example of his guitars that I've actually played. As you can probably see, this is very characteristic of a Martin style guitar, and a lot of my clients who have played or even owned some of these style of guitars where builders start at over 30,000 US dollars, they would easily rank Jason on par, and more often than not actually on top of many of these luthiers. And the fact that Jason's prices are actually just a mere fraction of what these other builders are asking for, that just makes his guitars so much more worth it. And it's just, it's a shame that he's not better well known, but you will certainly not regret one of his guitars. This is a classic OM-28 style guitar, and it comes with a German spruce top. Really nice set of German spruce. And what I really love that is special about this guitar is actually the back and sides. And don't be fooled, this is actually just East Indian Rosewood, but it's actually a very special set of East Indian Rosewood. So Jason has had a limited collection of these sets of East Indian Rosewood. They've been air drying for nearly 30 years now. Okay, so Indian Rosewood has a bad reputation for, often sounding a bit muddy compared to the other Rosewoods like Brazilian Rosewood, Madagascar Rosewood. And that is actually a huge factor of that is because most Indian Rosewood out there is young, and they had not had the time to dry out properly and be seasoned. Okay, so this is not the case with this. So if we look at Brazilian Rosewood, which is characterized by its clear ringing notes, and the tap tone's really clear, very resonant. And a part of what contributes to these characteristics is the fact that Brazilian Rosewood was banned 30 years ago in 1992. So all the legal Brazilian Rosewood that you see on guitars today, they are at least 30 years old. That means it's had a tremendous amount of time to dry out and season. So as a result of these sets of Indian Rosewood that Jason Bowerman has been drying for 30 years, the result is that it has a tap tone indistinguishable from Brazilian Rosewood, and it's actually evident in the sound as well. So this guitar, it has the characteristic glassy kind of tone from Brazilian Rosewood. Of course, you have the richness, the depth, the overtones, the sustain, as well as the crystalline highs, the brilliance in the trebles. So Jason's guitars have a deep and powerful sound without any compromise. You don't have this muddiness. Everything's very clear. Everything's very well balanced. Very often with like Martin style guitars, you do tend to get a bit of a overwhelming bass, but his guitars are really well balanced. They just play with many different styles, very versatile, all equally well. And if you actually spec one of his guitars with Adirondack spruce, it can handle a pick like no other guitar can. Without further ado, here's a little demo for you to hear how it sounds. If you like what you just heard, please do not hesitate to reach out to us on any of our social media platforms, and we'll love to help you find your dream guitar. Click on the subscribe button below and stay tuned for more videos.